Hello, you can call me V or Love Bug, and I'm guessing you came here today for one reason and one reason only, to make your audition godly, so ultra sigma. Never mind that. Anyways, I'm the owner plus the singing and voice actor of Mafuyu and Lovely Dream Sekai. I also voice Mafuyu and plenty of other fan dubs as well. This is my ultimate guide, so let's not waste any time. 1. Picking a character. Picking a character is one of the most hardest decisions and a deciding factor, so I would say this is the most crucial step. The others are important too, but this will be a character that you will voice for who knows how long. When picking a character, the first thing I go for is characters in my range. I don't want to sound too strained or else sound off and not at my best. For example, as much as I want to do Emu, I physically can't because she is way too high. I went for Mafuyu because she has a good middle ground for my voice. She has so much drama, which is enjoyable for me, and she's my favorite character. Remember, if you can't decide, you can do a pick for me. This is basically where I do little snippets of each character, and from there, other people can decide for you. In my server, which you should join, we do have a pick for me, which has helped so many people. 2. Picking a song or voice lines. Now that you have picked a character, you can go ahead and pick a song or voice lines. For voice lines, I try to go for a character intro or a long monologue. This is so the people judging have a wide sample. If your character has different tones like Mafuyu with their facade and monotone voice, I would try to do samples of both. Next, I would do emotional voice, so then you can show even more range, like Kanade angry or even Tsukasa screaming. I especially love when there are people do this, because then I know I can count on them for a heavy-hitting scene. For songs, I'll do this with you because it's a long process. First, when I pick a song, I go for a song that the character has not covered in the actual game, because that can lead to people making comparisons. Let's just say I picked Bug for Mafuyu. Everyone knows this song. Plus, the Mafuyu alt is one of the most popular alts out there. Instead, I would pick a very random song that you could see the character singing. Not only will a judge have a look at what their covers will look like, they have nothing for them to compare it to. For example, I picked Yamitsuki by Marutu, or Marutu, whatever. I bet you have not heard the song, unless you're a diehard Marutu fan, like me. 3. Recording the voice lines and songs. Yay! Now you have your voice lines and or song. Now that you have to record it, I'm going to say probably the most important part of the section now. Have a good mic. You'll probably have a higher chance of getting in if you have a good mic. Remember, if your voice is too quiet, muffled, or loud, the judge will have a hard time judging fairly, and you'll probably get a call back. To avoid having to redo your audition, just use a good mic the first time. Also, for both, I would try to have no background noise and to use your raw voice, or no autotune. When you start recording your voice lines, try to be as expressive as possible. Anime characters in general have so much emotion, and most of the time, they're not monotone. Here's 2 examples for you to study. Take note that Len, for example, is a very energetic, happy, carefree guy. I'm Kagemina Len. I'm Kagemina Len! Okay, now that you listen to them, what do you notice? Okay. Example 1 was very monotone, and it sounded like I'm not bringing any life into him. Essentially, it's like I'm reading a piece of paper. Example 2, though, made it seem like I was a character, and Len was genuinely happy to introduce himself to you. Try to keep this in mind when you're auditioning. Okay, now we're back to songs. This section's gonna be long, so sit down, grab some water, and relax. Okay, so remember how I picked Yamitsuki? Yamitsuki is a Japanese song, but you're auditioning for an English dub. So, find English covers of your song so it can rhyme smoothly. Or if you don't care, you can use direct translations as well. My song does not have any English covers, sadly, so I will use a direct translation. Do not go directly into singing the song. Yes, it's nice to get the song over with, but most likely, you'll take so much longer to get into character. She'll always show you steps to get into the character quickly instead of doing 5 million redos. First, sing along with the song with your normal voice in the actual lyrics. This is so you can get the vibe of the song. Also, You can always search of the meaning of your song so you can portray the message you're trying to sing. After maybe 2 or more sing-alongs Japanese, do sing-alongs in English lyrics. Try to see if you can still carry that juicy drama in storytelling. If you can do that, then you can go to the next step. You're not singing the actual character yet, but now we're trying to get into the character. Now's a good time to analyze how the character sings. Try to figure out their tendencies when they sing, and see if they have some kind of accent when they sing too. An example is Mizuki has a slightly nasally voice, so try to implement that when you're singing. Okay, so you have the vibe of the song, and you know the tendencies of how the character sings. So you may be guessing it's time to sing, but still, no. Sorry. It's time to sing the song with nas or O's. Wow, I'm weird. So, basically, you're trying to get the character's tendencies, and you're trying to get the message across, but instead you're humming-ish the song. This helps because you can assess if you're hitting the notes the way you want to. Or in this case, the character would want to. Here's my version with Mafuyu and Yamitsuki. Na 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 Guys, you will never believe this, but if you can hum the song well, then you can sing the song. The first recording you can do will most likely not be the one you're using, because you have the challenge of pronouncing the words like the character and not just hitting the notes. But if you analyze the character's voice enough, then this should not be a problem. Here's my example. More this blush of pain, softly, gently, it spills to my guts, a sandal fatal wound, a deep meditation, emotional tendencies were sainthood, wait a bit, there's merely longing for sadism, kindness now, the flowers are scattered, uply now gently get scattered in pieces, I'd rather be accompanied by darkness my whole life, a vision is happy, raise a tan black flag, the discord on death's door, I want to feel it now. Okay, so now it's time to party. You just did the biggest chunk of the audition. So now you have to post the damn gold. 4. Posting the odd. This is pretty easy, just don't lie. For example, for the ability section, if you put 10 out of 10 despite having a sport, then that's false information. This makes it so the person running the fandom can give you an amount of songs, skits, so you can balance the VA life and your actual life easily. Alright, that's my ultimate guide. I hope you found this helpful in some way. If this made you want to audition for a fandom, you can join mine in the description below or in the comments. Alright, love bug out.